Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you could walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
From the Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University is the Division I Class 3A boys quarterfinals between the Wildcats of Cherokee High School and the Chiefs of, or should be the Wildcats of Clarksville High School and the Chiefs of Cherokee High School. Alongside Kerry Mallard, Russ Barker for this broadcast as we get set and we turn our sights toward 3A, the AA semifinals, or quarterfinals, I should say, have been wrapped up. We've got our semifinals set in AA on Friday. We turn our sights towards 3A, as we'll have the first of two today, and then the other two will take place tomorrow, as the Wildcats, coached by Ted Young, will take on Jeremy Parrott's Cherokee Chiefs, making their first state tournament appearance. Kerry, good evening. As we turn our sights toward AAA, we've got 4 in the books, all in AA, and we begin the 3A squads today.
The big boys coming out to play. It should be a good game here between two what should be evenly matched ball clubs.
The Chiefs out of Hawkins County over in northeast Tennessee, a District 2 third-place finisher. The runners-up in Region 1 as they lost to Science Hill. They went on the road, defeated Knoxville West in the sectionals 53-51, coming in with a mark of 26-8, coached by Jeremy Parrott in his 11th season. Across the way, Clarksville, they're very familiar to the Murphy Center, making their 12th tournament appearance. We're here last year. Ted Young, the 15-year veteran at Clarksville High School, 25-11, their mark. District 10, they finished in third place, and they won the Region 5 championship. A 67-49 victory over Hunters Lane as they knocked off Hunters Lane in the sectional round. We will take a 2-minute network break. When we come back, we'll break down these two teams, get you some starters as well. A 2-minute network break, and you're listening to the TSSAA Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championship.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
As we get set for Class 3A boys quarterfinals today, the Cherokee Chiefs and the Wildcats of Clarksville. Ted Young's squad led by DeJuan Williams, averaging 16.5 points per game. Drake Young just behind at 15 points per contest. And Anthony Hightower also gets 14 points and 6 rebounds a game. Across the way, Jeremy Parrott's Chiefs of Cherokee High School are led in scoring by James Scales at 15 points per game, 13 from Ty Ryans, and 10 from Tanner Trent. The Chiefs are 26-8. The Wildcats 25-11. The winner of this game will take on the winner of our final game today, which will take place around 6:45 for the start. Ooltewah will take on Memphis Central. We'll take a 2-minute local break, and when we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and set the tip for our first boys 3A quarterfinals between Clarksville and Cherokee. Back in 2 minutes on the Blue Cross Championships on the TSSAA network.
It may not require a textbook.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championship.
Hey, you want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
And leadership development among Tennessee's young people. Time now to meet the participants in our first quarterfinal game in the Class AAA bracket. The visiting team comes from Region 5. They have a record of 25 wins and 11 losses from the Queen City of Clarksville, the Clarksville High School Wildcats. Here are the reserves for Clarksville. Number 2, Jeff Webb. Number 10, Tyreek Cheatham. Number 20, Kyle Dahl. Number 21, Grant Alberstadt. Number 22, Lorenz Guerrera. And number 30, Tevin Majors. Those are the reserves for Clarksville. The home team today comes from Region 1. They have a record of 26 wins and 8 losses from Rogersville, Tennessee, the Chiefs of Cherokee High. Here are the reserves for Cherokee, 00, Forrest Looney. Number 10, Jacob Watson. Number 12, Zach Lawson. Number 15, Tyler Ringley. Number 20, Blake Wilt. Number 25, Mitch Ellison. Number 32, Andrew Testerman. And number 44, Logan Condra. Those are the reserves for Cherokee. Time now to meet the starting lineups for today's quarterfinal game in Class AAA. Starting at guard for Clarksville, number 3, Dejan Williams. At a guard for Cherokee, number 2, James Scales. At a forward for the Wildcats, number 4, Eric Holmes. At a guard for the Chiefs, number 5, Tanner Trent. At forward for Clarksville, number 5, Chase Knott. At guard for Cherokee, number 11, Ty Ryans. At guard for the Wildcats, number 14, Drake Young. At a wing for the Chiefs, number 22, Zach Elkins. At a forward for Clarksville, number 15, Anthony Hightower. And at a wing for Cherokee, number 23, Ethan Haygood. The head coach for Clarksville is Ted Young. The head coach for Cherokee is Jeremy Parrott.
And those are the starters. 2 veteran coaches set to do battle today. Jeremy Parrott, 11th year at Cherokee with the Chiefs out of Rogersville, Tennessee. And Ted Young in his 15th year in Clarksville with the Wildcats. 12th tournament appearance for Clarksville. This is the first time we've seen Cherokee carry in state tournament play.
Cherokee, a new school, I believe, in the upper eastern region of the state of Tennessee.
In Hawkins County up there. Rogersville. Lovely part of the state, wouldn't you say?
Beautiful, especially this time of year.
Yeah. As we get set to jump, Clarksville will be the visitors listed on the scoreboard, of course, with the high-tech Jumbotron we have here at the Murphy Center. Both teams are listed up there with their respective schools. The tip is controlled, and then we've got a foul right off the tip going to be called on Clarksville. As the tip came to Webb, or not Webb, Scales, the team's leading scorer, and he was fouled. Chase Knott has picked up his first foul, the first team foul. That's the quickest I've seen a game start with a foul 3 seconds into it.
The official is very consistent.
And it will be Scales to control the point for Cherokee. A handoff to Tanner Trent. Trent, ball knocked away, and look for Ty Ryans here. They're leading a three-pointer. He'll try one now. He knocked it home. That's a 68th tray he's hit on the year. And it gets Cherokee off and running with a 3-0 lead. Clarksville, dark uniforms. They'll come front court. Errant pass, almost lost. They'll hang on to it. Chase Knott out front will set the offense against the man-to-man defense from Clarksville. Knott back on the right wing in the corner to Drake Young. Young up top to Jawan Williams. Good feed inside, double clutch, and a foul on the shot. And Eric Holmes will go to the line as he had some good hang time up there, Kerry, knowing the contact was coming, and still almost made the basket.
Yeah, he drew Elkins, I believe, into him, committing his first foul of the game.
Holmes, a 6'2 senior, looking to get his team up on the board for the first time. Free throw short. Rather unorthodox way Eric shoots free throws. He takes it up above his head, and then he kind of pushes it toward the basket. See a good look there on our video stream feed of Eric Holmes. And he got that one to drop. Looked like more of a shot put than a free throw attempt. But it got him a point. It's 3-1 Cherokee ball. the Chiefs up a deuce. There's Ryan. Ty Ryan's 38% from beyond the arc, and you saw that a moment ago. On the dribble drive, this is Scales. Scales will take a 2. Off the back iron, no good. Weak side rebound. Cherokee had it and lost it. Clarksville comes up with it as Holmes clears. Eric, the dribble drive in the front court. Leaves it for the trailer. That's Young. Off on the wing. Back up top. 3 ball. Rattles in and out. Tough break that time, but a rebound to Clarksville. And then they lost it. Off the missed 3 from Williams. Front court, it comes to Elkins. Elkins to James Scales, a senior guard. Leads the team in scoring at 15 a game. 2-point lead for the Chiefs of Cherokee. Tried to thread the needle inside, knocked out of bounds. Quick hands down there by Chase Knight. At the 6:19 mark, a left baseline inbound coming for the Chiefs of Cherokee. And they'll float it outside to Trent. He'll hand the Scales. Man defense on both ends here to start this boys' quarterfinal round game in Class 3A. Scales off a screen, comes left. Good defense there from Williams to stay with it. And again, fighting through the screen. Leaves it left for Elkins. On the Murphy, Tennessee, Middle Tennessee logo, they'll get it back to Elkins. Right of the circle. Almost dribbled into a double team there. Baseline jumper is short. And the rebound comes to Clarksville's Hightower.
Cherokee was very patient, very orthodox on offense there, but just came up short.
A floor foul as Hightower was making a move to the hoop. Looks like Elkins has picked up his second foul. And the team second. And our first substitute as Coach Parrott will send a sub in. Once he finds the middle of the scores table, and he finally did. Clarksville inbound. Down 2. Looking for their first field goal of the state tournament at the 5:35 mark. Over to the right. Hightower leaves for Williams. DeWan, 16.5 points per game. Hightower this time in the left corner. On the wing to Young. Drake Young guarded by Haygood. Leaves it again for Williams. What a great matchup out front here with Scales and Williams, the team's 2 respective leading scorers. Young trying to direct traffic. Takes it left to Williams. Very patient set on both sides. Young with the dribble drive, left of the lane, throws it away.
And I think he was conscious of the fact he had turned the ball over, and then when there was no whistle, he had already thrown the ball away.
Yeah. 00 Forrest Looney, a 6'2 junior post, will check in for Cherokee. We're 3 minutes into this contest and not much offense right now. The Chiefs with the ball.
Both these student sections on the edge of their seat.
Little dip. Will they count it? They should. Yes, they will. Nice move by Scales. Got the defender Williams up in the air. And he'll be at the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play opportunity. And DeWan Williams.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he wiped the basket off.
Wow. So a floor foul it's called. Why did he check and see if he made the basket then? Oh, he made it? Okay, I'll wipe it off. Scales with a 3 is no good. Rebound, tip. Young coming up with it for Clarksville. They've got numbers the other way. Layup, not missed it. Rebound, they'll try it again. Foul, and it would not fall. But Eric Holmes will be back at the free throw line. And the person will go on Cherokee's Haygood. His first, team's third. Here's Holmes at the line. He made 1 of 2 a moment ago. And Holmes, that you get a good look behind the rim here at the Murphy Center. Free throw popped out on him.
Now, again, he uses that same formation that he's just drawn accustomed to.
And it's not working for him so far. 1 of 4 from the line. At the 4.5-minute mark, it's 3-1. Cherokee with the ball and a lead of 2. Scales right of the circle as he's D'd up by Williams. Little handoff, and there's a 3 that's blocked. And Clarksville with a nice job getting the ball back after the block is Hightower, and he missed the layup. Not lost it. Now a scramble. Saved by Cherokee, but then they lost it again out of bounds, and it'll stay with Clarksville. Wow.
You know, in the first part of this one, all the hustling plays seem to be going to Cherokee. They're in a lot of the right spots and really busing it to get to the basketball, but that time they ran out of room.
We're almost halfway through this opening quarter, and we've got there's a travel out front here called on Young of Clarksville. That turnover is the third on the Wildcats.
Got a baseball score on your hands.
A 3-1. A 3-run homer against a solo shot so far. Cherokee ball. Clarksville still in search of their first field goal of the day. Looney, a little too closely guarded there, and a foul going to be called on Hightower. That's his first and the third team foul. Side court inbound will come to Ty Ryans. His three-pointer, the only field goal in this game for either team. Haygood trying to go back door to Looney. He's got it. Cross with a pass. Nice pass across the lane. And Tanner Trent lays it home. A 5-1 lead for Cherokee and 3:40 here in the opening quarter. As Coach Ted Young just stands with his hands in his pants pocket. Rather subdued right now, wouldn't you say?
Just taking in the action.
Young out front. They'll work it to Knott on the right side. A quick release on the three from Young. No good. Rebound. Tipped and picked up and laid home by Dejon Williams. And that's the first field goal. It comes at the 3:20 mark for Clarksville. 5-3 game. An offensive explosion in the first half. This one so far not. Left of the circle. Scales on the drive. Spins into a double team. Lays it up and missed the shot. Rebound to Clarksville on the drive. Front court. Comes to Hightower. Fakes to Young. Takes it up himself and lays it home.
And we've got a tie ball game.
We're knotted at 5. 2:45 left first quarter of play, and Scales directing traffic, calling for a screen. Now a 1-4 set. Guarded by Williams, leaves it on to the right side for Trent. Off a screen from Looney. Trent comes top the key. Left of the circle with a pass. Scales will try it again. Left corner now, Trent. Trent, there's Ryan from the elbow. Jumper good. Ty Ryans with his 5th point. TR, as they call him up in Rogersville.
Seems like the get acquainted period's over, and both these teams are settling in.
Trying to start some offensive flow here. Not left corner. Hightower to Williams. Spots right wing three. He rattles out. Ty Ryans on the rebound. Taking to the front court himself. And Ty reverses the ball. Back on the wing to Scales. 1:55 left. Ryan's second three attempt. No good. Rebound tipped. And now picked up by Hightower, who I thought for a moment there was going to tip it in for the other team. Williams to Young. Trying to fight through a screen. Back to Knott. Left wing three, no good. Rebound Looney. 7-5 score. The home team on the scoreboard with the ball. That's Cherokee. Scales will come back and reset. With 1:25 remaining in this opening quarter. And maintain the dribble on the way. He'll take it right of the circle. Scales, free throw line, right of the elbow. Had it knocked away. Picks it up, and he'll pick up his dribble. And he'll reset. Yeah. A little handoff to Ty Ryans. Right wing, shot no good. Rebound to Young. Our final minute here of the opening quarter. Here's Hightower. Nice feed underneath, and Holmes lets the defender go by, and it got stripped. Save by Clarksville, but into the hands of Ty Ryans of Cherokee. He'll leave it for Scales. Down the lane, he's fouled on the pass to Looney. Clarksville commits the foul. And the personal will go against Drake Young, his first. 4th team foul. A floor foul, and Ty Ryans will inbound for Cherokee along the left baseline. Out to Scales. 45 seconds remaining, opening quarter. Cherokee with the ball in a 2-point lead. It's 7-5. These first quarter stats so far, nothing to be bragged about. As Ryans retrieves the pass. Now inside to Looney. His baseline jumper, no good. Rebound to Hightower. Hands to Williams, and Clarksville will hold for one. Down to 20 seconds. 3 of 10 from Cherokee from the floor. Clarksville 2 of 8. Nothing to write home about. And folks still write home. Nothing to email about. How's that? Nothing to Twitter about. Or tweet about, I guess you could say. Williams on the drive, leaves it. Young, a three, left corner, got it at the buzzer. And Drake Young gives Clarksville their first lead. After one, the Wildcats lead the Chiefs 8-7. And we're back in 1 minute on the TSSAA network.
Hey, want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
As we get set for the second quarter, it'll be Clarksville to inbound. The three to close out the first quarter from Young has given them their first lead at 8-7. Alongside Kerry Mallard, I'm Russ Barker as we get you the second quarter action from the TSSAA network here in the Middle Tennessee University campus here in Murfreesboro. Hightower lost the ball, picked up though by Knott. Knott throws it away, trying to leave it for Young on the wing, and the turnover for Clarksville is their fifth. The numbers, Kerry Mallard, not too impressive so far in this first half.
Not a lot of offense in this one. Boy, we've seen some offense so far coming out of the AA tournament, but not in AAA so far.
Boy, some interesting matchups in AA in the semifinal Friday.
Yes.
Mitchell and Liberty on one side, a couple of West Tennessee teams, and then Stone Memorial and CPA in the other half of that bracket. Here's a three out of the corner from Scales, rims out. Rebound, Young. Or Williams, I should say. Boy. Got a little bump too close there by Scales, and the foul will be on James. And that's his first, team's fourth. A floor foul, so Williams will inbound. Dejuan, I believe is how you pronounce his name, or Dejuan. Quick inbound, Knott lays it home. Off the inbound, Chase Knott knocks home his first two. And Clarksville's lead is now stretched to 3 at 10-7. A minute gone by in the second quarter of play. And who do we have with the ball? It's Scales, right of the circle. Looking for Looney inside and had it stripped. Holmes on the steal, leaves it for Young. Young on the drive, count it, nope. A block going to be called though. Not set in time that time for Cherokee. Was their reserve, Zach Lawson. And Lawson will be assessed a foul. He's a 6'1 junior wing player.
Foul is on number 12.
And he'll be assessed his first foul. At the line, Young. And the free throw is short. And I see a flaw in the Wildcats so far, Kerry. That's free throw shooting.
Well, he did real well on the three-point shot. Maybe he's standing a little too close to the basket on this one.
And the second free throw good. 1 of 2, and Young with 4. I believe anywhere inside that little semicircle he can shoot free throws.
Sure can.
It's 11-7 lead, and a three is missed by Ryans, and a foul on the rebound inside will be going against Cherokee.
Ryans had a very quick release. Just catch and shoot that time.
Looney on the foul, his first. 16 fouls, so Clarksville 1 away from the bonus. As Williams will work in the front court against Scales. A great matchup with two outstanding point guards for their two teams. On the right wing, Knott dribbles left, back to Williams. His pass thrown away, trying to find Holmes down there along the baseline. Clarksville turnover is now their fifth. 6:20 left before the half, and a 11-7 lead for Clarksville. It's been a while since we've seen points from Cherokee. Scales again, leaves for Ryans. Now Lawson. Pass deflected, and it'll go almost up to the first row here at the Murphy Center. Very active on the hands is Coach Ted Young's defense here from Clarksville.
They're a pesky bunch. to say the least.
Man.
They'll get after you. We've seen some great defense in this tournament so far.
Oh, it's been a fun-filled day one of this 4-day affair. Single A will take center stage tomorrow after 2 AAA games. Here's a 3 that's short from Ryan. Rebound, Clarksville.
Seems like Cherokee has lost their rabbit's foot.
Yes. Young is fouled, and that will be on Ty Ryans, and that's his first. And we'll have a 1-and-1 for Clarksville. The 7th team foul. And we'll see Drake Young at the line.
Ty Ryans, his first, team 7, putting Clarksville in the bonus.
Young 1 of 2 as a team. Clarksville 2 of 6 at the line. And he got the front end. Young will get the bonus. Drake, a 6'4 junior. The only junior to start with 4 seniors for Ted Young. Second free throw too strong. A rebound to Looney. And again, Clarksville. We're down 7-5 at one point. They've run off 7 straight, and Cherokee has not scored since.
Yeah, including a 4-0 stretch here in the second quarter.
Tanner Trent with the ball, left to Scales. Trying to give Scales some open looks here on the wings. Scales stops, little step back shot for 2 is good. And that's the first 2 for the team's leading scorer in Scales, and that stops the 7-0 Clarksville run. 12-9 with 5 minutes and some change left here before the break. In the second quarter, Young to Williams. Fakes, back to Young. Comes left of the lane. Leaves for Holmes. Holmes dipsy-do. Shot is good. Eric's first field goal, his 3rd point. And Clarksville up back to the 5-point lead. Scales right of the circle. Throws it, backcourt violation. Nope, a nice save here for Ryan. Very close though, and Scales will go to work. In the lane, blocked, and a foul called on Hightower. I thought he got caught too far underneath Carey, but Hightower bailed him out there with a foul. And his second foul as well.
That's the 5th team foul for Clarksville.
Scales, 69% free throw shooter at the line. You see a look at head coach Ted Young there of Clarksville.
That ends the drought in scoring for Cherokee.
And the free throw good from Scales.
In for Clarksville, number 30, Tevin Majors.
Tevin Majors, a junior forward, 6'3", would check in for Clarksville. And another free throw for James Scales. It's up, and it's a beauty. Scales around 70% from the line now this year. And a 14-11 Clarksville lead. Here comes some three-quarter court pressure from Cherokee. They break it. Holmes trying to set up Majors. Off the glass too high. Rebound Holmes. Strip going back up. And a foul called on Cherokee. That'll be 11 again. If that's on Ty Ryans, that's his second. 2 shots for Holmes, who's already been up there 4 times today. As you see a look at Jeremy Parrott, the head coach of the Cherokee Chiefs, making their first ever state tournament appearance. You say it's one of the new schools in the area? Or in the area they're from?
I think so.
Yeah, wow. There's that free throw. And again, Holmes 1 of 5 now, as he came up empty there. I'm no free throw shooting expert, but I think I can make something look better than that. 0 out front. That's Looney with the handoff to Tanner Trent. Left corner, Scales. Back to Trent. And Cherokee a 3-pointer away from tying this one up. We're down to 3:40 left before the half. Scales, left wing. Nice job by Williams to fight through that screen for Clarksville. Trent. Over to the right to Ryan. Ryan got a little bit of a height advantage there on Holmes. On the drive, they're showing a little motion offense right now are the Cherokee Chiefs.
Showing a lot of patience.
Yes. Scales on the drive, got fouled, a floor foul before the shot. As that is just the 6th team foul on Clarksville. Dejon Williams has picked up his second. Ryans will come out. Elkins back in for Cherokee. And Lawson will inbound for the Chiefs. Down 3. Trent to Scales, and he'll call out the offense. As we wind down toward the 3-minute mark. Elkins back to Scales, try to set that screen again, and nothing doing. Scales will just try a 3-ball then, off the back iron, no good. Long tip, back outside, picked up by Williams. A shovel pass up to Young, doesn't have the numbers, and he lost the ball going up. He may have gotten bailed out. Nope, offensive foul called on Young. The player control foul is Young's second personal foul. Didn't have the numbers, Karen. I thought he should have held up and waited on the teammate. Decided to take on the barn by himself, and it blew up on him.
He was out of control.
Yeah.
That was the major problem. He went in the lane, but just couldn't hold up.
Haggett back in for Cherokee as Scales will set the 2:40 mark. Haggett off the pass from Trent. A bounce pass right to Looney. Looney comes hard baseline, lays it up and in. Run, Forrest, run, and Looney laid it home, and it's a 1-point game. 14-13 Clarksville. Here comes a little run and jump trap on Williams. Pass broken up, taken away by Trent. Trent with numbers the other way, fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. Almost got that shot to drop.
Uncle Mo starting to ease his way over to the other side.
And Williams has just committed his 3rd foul. Got to get him out of there if you're Coach Young, and that's going to be the case after this first free throw. A little run and jump trap that Coach Barrett surprised him with. Got him a turnover from Clarksville. Jeff Webb, a sophomore guard, will check in along with Hightower, who checks back in. And at the line, Tanner Trent, 52% from the line this year. Wow. And looked good on that one. Maybe it was the typo in the capsules we were handed today by one Nelson Smotherman, who has his own Twitter account, we understand.
There you go.
Look at there. Didn't look like a 52% free throw shooter. As Trent calmly stepped up and knocked them both down, and the lead is now back to Cherokee at 15-14. This has been a second quarter of runs. Holmes in the front court to Knott. Right corner, Hightower. Cherokee's really stepped it up here defensively. Knocked away again. Trent hangs on. There's another deflection, but picked up on the other side. And another deflection.
Quick hands.
And a travel called on Clarksville's Tevin Majors. Young back into the game for Clarksville, as he takes the place of Webb. 15-14, and Clarksville has now mounted up 7 turnovers. I'll make that was the 8th. 1-point lead for Cherokee in the 1:40 left before the half. Trying to fight through a screen. They're going to get an illegal screen and a foul called on Looney. Offensive foul for Forrest, his second. Player control foul is should be the 9th for Cherokee. And it is. So Looney is out with 2 fouls. Cherokee will send into the lineup Tanner Trent back into the game. Young in the front court. 15-14, 93 seconds now left before the half. Clarksville with the ball, down a point. Good trap here. They go backdoor. Nice cut. Layup good from Hightower. Good recognition out here from Knight.
Yeah, and he was able to thread a needle.
Hightower's second basket and the lead back to Clarksville. We've had 3 lead changes here in the second quarter. 1:12 left now before halftime. In the left corner, Haygood. Back right to Scales, who's back in. Over to Ethan. Elkins comes baseline, gives it back to Lawson. And a jumper 3 out of the corner is missed. Rebound, Hightower got up high. Here's Knott with 40 seconds left before the break. Clarksville ball. The Wildcats up by a point. Baseline, feed, and Hightower missing on the shot. Ball almost tapped in. But the rebound comes to Elkins. Here comes Cherokee. Lawson in the right corner. To Scales. Spins. Leaves it back for Haygood, and he'll get it back and hold for one. Will Cherokee be up a point or down a point at the half? We'll see. Down to 10 seconds. And Scales wants a clear out. Working against Holmes. Scales with 4, with 3. Spins in the paint. Right into a double team and drew the foul. Well, he got bailed out. With 2 seconds left, Scales will be at the line.
And the question still remains, what will the score be at halftime? Depends on a couple of free throws.
See a look for those of you watching our video stream feed at Ted Young, the Clarksville head coach. He's seen better halves from his team, no doubt. Scales' free throw is good.
Well, you didn't mention the possibility of a tie game at the half.
Could be. Scales with another free throw to break the tie. It's up and it's short. Ball knocked out of bounds on the rebound by Cherokee. Oh, a foul was called. Wow. So now Clarksville will have a chance with 1.2 seconds to take a lead going to the locker room. Haygood on the foul, his second. Not a smart foul if you're Clarksville, or Cherokee, I should say. Coming up at halftime, Cary will visit with Kim Van Atta of the Governor's Highway Safety Office. You're going to talk about the Click It or Ticket, Booze It or Lose It campaign. Booze it and lose it, excuse me. Free throw is missed by Hightower. Came in averaging 14 a game. Has 4 so far. Second free throw good, and Clarksville may take a 1-point lead to the locker room. Good if it goes, and just short. Halftime, and Clarksville, the Wildcats lead Cherokee 17-16 at the break. A 2-minute network break for our stations along the way. 2 minutes. Network break 17-16 Clarksville. And the Blue Cross Championships are on the TSSAA network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
Welcome back. It's halftime, and we've got a great game going on the floor. Clarksville leading Cherokee 17-16. And Kim Vadata joins us again with the Governor's Highway Safety Office. The two commercials we just heard, I listened closer that time so I could grab the statement I was looking for earlier. Choose the back seat, not the driver's seat. If you've been drinking, don't drink and drive. That is the message. And if you get behind the driver's seat or get in the driver's seat, make sure you buckle up. And also, I wanted to ask you about this. As the driver of a vehicle, you're responsible for making sure everyone in the vehicle is buckled up before you start, right?
That's right. You get the ticket if the others aren't buckled. So you got to be careful about that.
Okay. So to go along with all the other traffic laws in the area, we have to make sure we're buckled securely and we don't drive while impaired in any capacity.
That's right. Prescription drugs. Well, even some of the antihistamines, anything you take that can affect you driving, you don't need to drive. But last time we talked about the substances. I want to talk about distracted driving this time.
Okay. Because
of the cell phones, the cell phone companies have become outrageous, and the phones are so smart now that they're outsmarting the people that are using them. Kids get behind I'm not even going to say kids. Everybody gets behind the wheel of the car. They have that phone in their hand. Most people are texting now because the art of communication has now gone to text versus talk. So people are texting when they're behind the wheel. They think they can do it without taking their eyes off the road, but they can't. And even if they can, their focus is not on driving. It's on this text message. And that has also become illegal. So, there are police officers now driving SUVs so they can see they're higher. They can see people texting in the car. But, it may not be just texting. It could be Facebook. It could be tweeting. It could be looking on the internet, surfing the internet. It could be emailing. How many things did I just say and did not include driving in any of those?
Right.
When you get behind the wheel of a car, you're supposed to be driving and doing nothing else. This demographic is so good for us because the 15 and 16-year-old kids are just now beginning to drive. They don't have much experience behind the wheel. Odds are if they're behind the wheel driving, they have friends in the car with them. So you add all those other distractions along with that, and all you have is potential for a fatality. Either the driver, one of the people in the car, or they could kill somebody outside the car.
And if you have one hand on a sandwich and one on a beverage and one on the phone, you've run out of hands already. You hadn't even got to the steering wheel.
That's right. And the car companies are hurting us too because they're putting the DVD players in the cars. So now you can watch movies, you can change your CD player, you can eat, you can put makeup on, you can everything except for drive. So I think we've all lost the focus on the main reason you're in that car behind that driver's seat is so you can drive.
The thing about it is, not only do you have to watch out for the other drivers who might be distracted or intoxicated or whatever the case may be, you have to watch out for them while you're watching out for yourself.
Right. Defensive drive, that's what they teach you when you go to class, driving classes, defensive driving. You're supposed to be in your car behind the wheel watching everybody else because the drivers today are not as... trying to think of a politically correct way to say
don't worry about that. I don't like politically correct.
They're very poor drivers.
There's some idiots out there on the road.
Okay, well I can't say that, but I appreciate that. Moronic actions, whatever. So if you don't pay attention to them, they could hit you as well. And you're talking about your life being affected, possibly you losing your life, someone in your car losing their life, you costing someone else their life outside your car, and you're changing families forever.
Right.
It may not be a fatality. It could be. Blake McMeans is an example. He was an all-state tennis player, had college scholarship offers all over the place. He made the mistake of drinking and driving, got behind the wheel of a car. He's now paralyzed, so he's lost the use of his legs. Now, tennis, a sport, is not that big in most people's lives, but this was a very important part of his life, and it was taken from him just for a dumb decision.
No matter how important tennis is, walking is very important. Use of your legs is what's important. And the thing about it is, in closing, even if you make those decisions not to drink, and if you make those decisions to buckle up When you do everything you're supposed to, you never know what the other guy's going to.
That's right.
So be careful. Be careful out there.
Always.
All right. Appreciate it. Another 2-minute break. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
Getting set for the second half here, as a very low scoring first half has Clarksville up on Cherokee 17-16. And the scoring looks this way. First for Clarksville, they were led with Drake Young and Anthony Hightower each with 5 points, 3 for Eric Holmes and 2 for Williams and Knott. 6 of 16, 37% from the floor for Clarksville. They out-rebounded Cherokee 18-7, had 8 turnovers. For the Chiefs, first half scoring, Ty Ryans with a 3 ball, and he leads the team. Excuse me, he's got 5 at the half. He and Scales each with 5 in that first half. Trent Tanner with 4, and Forrest Looney off the bench with 2, and that's all the scoring for Cherokee, who were 5 of 16 in that first half at 31%. Have the ball now to start the second half. Ryans works to the right side to Tanner Trent. Trent to Scales. Back to Elkins, starting 5 out there for both teams to start this third quarter. Trent comes left of the circle. Both teams have played primarily man-to-man defense in their half court in this game. Elkins, nothing doing. Ball deflected, picked up. Here comes Knott on the transition to Hightower. Basket good and the foul. Count it. Nope, they're going to call it on the floor, Carey. But it will be a foul nonetheless on Cherokee.
Boy, we pick up right where we left off.
Excuse me, they do count it. Elkins on the foul, his third, the team's first of the half, so count it for Hightower. He has 7. And again, turnovers turned into points. Free throw short, rebound to Knott. Quick turnaround jumper, missed it, and rebound to Looney, who had to check in there for Elkins, who just picked up his third foul.
And almost a steal on the other end. Wow, those quick hands on defense on both sides are really paying dividends. And Cherokee escaped from turning the ball over.
Why does Clarksville have a slim 3-point lead to this point, Kerry, where they've out-rebounded? A 12-7 advantage now. Or by 12, a 19-7 advantage now over Cherokee. Little give and go to Looney, little pick and roll, layup good, and Looney has his second field goal. Nice play call by head coach Jeremy Parrott. And Cherokee has pulled to within 1 of Clarksville. Left corner. Back outside to Young. Young, right of the lane. Now to Hightower. The big fella trying a 3. It's no good. Got his own rebound in the right corner. And he'll take it up. Dipsy-do layup good, and nobody put a hand on him. And a 30-second timeout for head coach Ted Young. 30 seconds. And Kerry Mallard wants to say something.
I want to talk about Papa John's.
Oh, talk about Papa John's.
If you're coming to Murfreesboro, no matter where you are this week, you might want to check out Papa John's. Give them a phone call, 615-849-3700, and they'll take care of you. They've got their special going on, 2 large, any way you want it, for $20. It's Papa John's on Cason Lane. They take care of the broadcast crew here, and they'll take care of you as well. 615-849-3700.
And we can attest, if you just look at us, it's good.
You notice they never put the camera on us. There's a reason for that. You have a face for radio.
Absolutely. And you've got a face to
match.
To do phone sales. How's that?
Phone what?
Sales.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about. Well, Cherokee coming out of the timeout, down 3. Trent to Forrest Looney, and he threw it away. I don't know what the deal was inside. A little miscommunication between him and Ty Ryans.
I think he was anticipating someone cutting out the back door, and the door was shut, and nobody was home.
Looney will come out. Lawson will come in for Coach Parrott. 3-point game, and this one has stayed tight throughout. Clarksville with the ball, up 3 at the 6-minute mark. That's not glass breaking at the Glass House, by the way. Williams, the right side to Young. Hightower, left to Knott. Now in the corner, 3 from Williams is no good. Foul on the rebound. It'll go against Cherokee. And we'll see who they assess the person to. Is it Tanner Trent? That'll be the case. That's just his first foul of the night. Team foul number 2, and the baseline inbound for Clarksville outside to Young. Young hit a 3 to close out the first quarter. He's had a couple of free throws since. Williams to Knott. Nice backdoor pass. A foul before the shot will be called on Lawson. And his second foul, and Cherokee's team fouls are now up to 3. Clarksville starting to create more spacing here in their half-court sets, Kerry, and starting to get some open looks, and Cherokee having no choice but to foul.
That's the 3rd team foul of the second half.
Williams inbounds to Young, left side. Back to Williams. They work it to the right. Now they get Williams open for a 3. Short. Rebound. Cherokee, and a foul going to be called here on Clarksville. As Haygood got the rebound, then he was fouled by Hightower, and that's his 3rd.
He said I didn't mean to.
Nope, one of those excuse me fouls, but he has no excuse. 21-18, Cherokee with the ball down 3, 5:15 mark of the 3rd quarter of play. The winner of this one will play in the first AAA semifinal on Friday at 1:30. They'll take on the winner of our next game between Ooltewah and Memphis Central. Left to Scales. James on the drive. Baseline jumper short. Rebound Holmes. Will take it himself instead of the outlet. And Holmes, no one to stop the ball, leaves it right. Looking for that open 3-point shooter, and right now Cherokee will try to defend Williams, who misses another 3, and his outside shot just not there right now. Cherokee ball down 3. And Scales says, let's run a new set. 1-4 here. They're going to let him try to create off the dribble here, as Ryans comes out to set a little screen for him. Ty with it now. Left of the elbow jumper. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, deflected. And finally, Hightower clears. Hands to Young for Clarksville. And here come the Wildcats. Ball knocked away from behind by Ryan. Picked up by Trent. Back to Ryans. Ryans takes it up off the window. Shot no good. Rebound Young. And both teams hovering around 30% from the floor right now. Nice dish. Layup good. And will they count the basket? A block going to be called before the shot, so they may wipe off the basket here.
It's a great no-look pass.
Oh, beautiful.
But then the foul was called, and the Boo Birds come out because they wanted a player control foul in the lane. Now they're discussing whether the basket will count or not. I think
I think in that instance the basket doesn't count. Yeah. We'll see, though.
No basket.
And there you see the reaction on our video streaming feed from Ted Young, the Clarksville head coach. He would love to have that one back, but instead Clarksville will inbound. The foul, by the way, was on Cherokee's James Scales, his second. They'll inbound the opposite corner. Open three, off the iron, no good, and Scales with the rebound.
Clarksville only 1 of 11 from three-point range.
And they are struggling tonight. They got the three to close out the first quarter by Young, and that's been it.
35% from the field, period. Of course, on the other hand, Cherokee only 30%.
And Cherokee now for the third possession with the ball down three. Here's a three from Scales. It's no good. Rebound tipped over to Williams. Boy, Holmes released up the floor. Williams didn't see him. Williams spins in the paint. A floor foul before the shot. If this were NBA, he would get a nice continuation basket there, Kerry, but a floor foul called on Cherokee. And Scales has now picked up 3. 15 foul. And we'll get Looney back into the game, and Scales will have to come off and sit a while. I wouldn't think 30 points would be enough to win this game, Kerry, but looking like it may be. Off the inbound, it'll come out to Young. Right corner, Williams. Young, deep three from the right wing. Got it. Young has hit his second tray of the game. That's the only threes Clarksville have hit. And they've now opened up their biggest lead at 24-18. 3:12 left in the third quarter here in the boys' AAA quarterfinals. Here in the TSSAA state tournament. Looney trying to dart in, had it stripped. Here comes Clarksville. Williams in transition, lost it. Holmes got it back. Bodies are flying everywhere. Dish, Hightower lays it home. Hightower now with 11, and Clarksville has opened up an 8-point lead.
Coach fast and furious.
Wants the timeout, I think. And the official finally blows the whistle and wakes up. 2:41 left here in the third quarter. 26-18, a 30-second break for our stations along the way. 30 seconds on the TSSAA network. Coming out of the timeout by head coach Jeremy Parrott. Needing something because Clarksville's now opened up an 8-point lead, which isn't a lot, but in this game, Kerry, it's huge.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Here's a three from Ryans, partially blocked and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. It'll stay with Cherokee to our right as we sit courtside here at the Murphy Center, the Glass House, Monty Hill Arena, on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. Inbound to Haygood. He just lost it. Another turnover.
He lost it.
And for Cherokee, that's their 8th on the game. Williams, there's Hightower again. He's had a big second half, gets 2 more. 8 in the quarter, 13 now in the game for Hightower.
Starting to get some separation with a 10-point advantage for Clarksville.
2 minutes and some change left here in the third quarter. And the bodies are out of the locker room for Cherokee, but their minds may still be back there. Only 2 in this third quarter. And that from their reserve, Forrest Looney. Here's a foul inside called on.
Yeah, he hooked him.
Holmes, yeah. His first, the team's second foul of the half. Ryans will inbound. Lob, there's Looney. Looney takes it up strong. Missed the shot, though. Rebound, Clarksville. Holmes to, well, Knotts pass inside, and Hightower is fouled. And how about the play here in the third quarter of Anthony Hightower?
He's turned it up a notch, no doubt. He was somewhat quiet in the first half.
Second foul on Tanner Trent. 16 foul. So after these shots coming up from Hightower, which the first free throw is good. for 149 and the remaining third quarter and all the fourth quarter carry. Clarksville will be in the bonus. 1 of 2 on the trip from Hightower, and the lead is now 11, 29-18. Clarksville's come out of the locker room here in the third quarter and have outscored Cherokee 12-2.
Yeah.
Here's a 3 from Ryan, and again, no good. Rebound. Follow missed by Haygood, and the rebound finally to Young for Clarksville. And the Wildcats just more active right now. A spin. Hightower rattles it up, missed it. Rebound. Lost out of bounds by Williams. And the possession will go back to Cherokee, who in much need of a basket here in the third quarter of play. Both these teams' cheerleaders rooting their teams on to a victory. At least for one of them it'll be today. Another 3 from Ryan. Again short on the 3. Good box out as Holmes ran the ball down. Eric pass inside. Layup missed by Hightower. Rebound by Looney. And Cherokee in transition again. They just cannot buy a basket here in the third quarter. 6 of 26. Shooting now at 23%. In this third quarter, they're 1 of 10 carry from the floor.
That's not going to get it.
Looney trying to take Hightower off the dribble. Nice spin move, but he missed the layup. Out of bounds, though. It'll stay with Cherokee. And 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. 29-18 contest. And inbounding will be Ty Ryans. Nice inbound. Layup good there. Off the inbound, Zach Lawson. That's the second field goal and the first in a while for Cherokee. Down 9 as Clarksville will hold for 1. Final 15 seconds here coming up in the third quarter of play. Williams as Hightower comes up high. Williams takes it around the right side. Going to take it all the way baseline. Finger roll layup is good for Williams. And that'll do it for 3 quarters of play. All Clarksville here in the third quarter. A 31-20 lead over Cherokee. The final 8 minutes coming up when we continue. A 1-minute break on the TSSAA network.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
As we get set for the final 8 minutes here, Clarksville will inbound. As right in front of us as we sit courtside here at the Murphy Center in the boys Class 3A quarterfinals of the TSSAA state tournament. Clarksville in that third quarter outscoring Ooltewah or Cherokee 14-4 and lead it 31-20. Knocked out of bounds as Coach Parrott telling his team you've got to step it up defensively here if you want to get back into this one. 11-point lead for the Wildcats, and we're here in the fourth quarter. The inbound to Hightower. He had a big third quarter there with 9 of his 14 points for Clarksville. Now Clarksville throws it away. The turnover is the 10th on the Wildcats. Cherokee in need of offense with only 4 points in that third quarter. Down 31-20, a half minute now in the final quarter of play. Ryans. Handoff, Young just took it. Numbers the other way, and Young will take it himself. Count it, and the and one coming up. Drake Young with his 10th point. Pick it up. That's the third personal on Ty Ryans. Drake Young averaging 15 a game, and he'll stay at 10 points. 33-20, Clarksville in control right now, and Cherokee throws it away. A simple pass, throws it behind.
Somewhat rattled.
And Coach Parrott across the way is as upset as an old rooster with an egg broke in her.
Rooster?
Wet hen, excuse me.
Oh.
Now Clarksville looks to take their time on offense. Ooh, nice dish inside. Strip going up, and Holmes couldn't make the basket, knocked out of bounds, and Clarksville try to lick that calf again. Off the inbound to Young. A minute into the final quarter, and Clarksville leading by 13. Interesting, Cherokee has now gone to a little zone. The drive, the dish, and layup no good from Williams. Holmes with a rebound, pisses it. Hightower comes up, just threw it up there, and he got bailed out with a foul, and Cherokee can't find anything that's going right for them here in the second half.
When it rains, it pours, and it's pouring on Cherokee right now.
Well, we had a lot of rain up here last week, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Beautiful day today, though.
James Scales, their leading scorer, has just been assessed his fourth foul. Free throw is missed by Williams. First attempt from the line.
Only 33%, or less than 33% from the charity stripe for Clarksville.
Man. Second free throw. He got that one to drop. And Williams, who's averaging 16.5 a game, has 5. But his team leads 34-20. 6.5 left here in our first boys quarterfinal in Class 3A. Trent. TT right of the circle to Elkins. Haygood. No, that's Ryans who drove left baseline, and Ty puts it home. His 7th point.
Again, a long drought for 4 points for Cherokee, and they're running out of time.
Let's see if Clarksville puts it in the freezer here. Nope, they're going to throw it away. They're going to allow Cherokee to get back in it, perhaps. Layup good. That's Zach Lawson. Second field goal. And it's down to 10. Williams to Young, left corner. A baseline drive, not missed it. Follow, Hightower got the tip in. And Hightower has 11 in the half, 16 in the game. And a 30-second timeout for head coach Ted Young. We're back in 30 seconds with Clarksville up 12 on the TSSAA network. Now the timeout from head coach Ted Young of the Clarksville Wildcats. Cherokee's Chiefs will inbound, trailing 36-24 as we wind down to 5:40 remaining in this quarterfinal game in Class 3A. Alongside Kerry Mallard, Russ Barker for this broadcast. Cherokee, right of the circle. This is Elkins. In the corner now to Ryans. Their three-point threat. 3 is short. Rebound, Clarksville. Shots just not falling here for Cherokee in the second half. 9 of 31 now from the floor. All the way. Nice dribble drive penetration. Foul called. And it'll be free throw time now for Clarksville.
Bodies are flying everywhere.
At the line, it'll be Hightower.
Cherokee foul number 12, Zach Lawson, his third personal.
And the third foul on Zach Lawson. This will be 2 shots for Hightower and 2 for the remainder of the game for Clarksville. And Hightower missing on the free throw.
And for the Chiefs, number 2, James Scales.
He's now 2 of 6 from the line as a team. Clarksville 6 of 18, 33% from the stripe. Second free throw, also no good. And it stays a 12-point game. Only thing that went off That time was time off the clock, which is in favor now of Clarksville as we're down to 5 minutes remaining. Cherokee just needs to hit a couple of big shots here, Carey, to get rolling. Time running out. Here's Trent with a three. It's missed. Rebound. Cherokee puts it back up and in. Haygood's first two.
Cherokee has slipped to 1 of 14 from three-point range, just not getting the long shot.
Neither team shooting the three ball well today. Matter of fact, neither team shooting the ball well in general. Here's a turnover from Clarksville. Then a foul on Clarksville. It'll be Young. His third. Team foul number 3.
The only team, in scoring by quarters, the only team to hit double digits was Clarksville in the third quarter, outscoring Cherokee 14-4.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game right now. Wildcats up 10 with 4.5 remaining. There's the backdoor cut to Ryans. Strip going up, ball knocked out of bounds. Good hands there from Holmes.
It was 8-7, 9-9, 14-4 in the third, and then 6-5. Actually, Cherokee has outscored so far Clarksville here in the fourth.
Cherokee has to add to that to get back into this one. Scales back on the floor with the 4 fouls. Here's the three from Elkins. It's short. Rebound, outlet, Holmes to Williams. Here comes Clarksville. Holmes gets it back and lays it home. Eric Holmes with his second field goal. Has 5 total and a 12-point game. We're halfway through the final quarter. Scales is fouled by Holmes. And I believe a floor foul going to be called here. That's the 4th foul on Williams. 4th team foul, so still fouls to give if you're Clarksville, although the last thing you want to do here, Carey, up 12, is foul your opponent. And Coach Parrott will take a 30-second timeout. Halfway through this final quarter, 38-26, Clarksville leads as we break 30 seconds here on the TSSAA network. Cherokee to inbound along the right baseline, trailing by 12. Ryans to throw it in. To Elkins. 3 is good. Well, much needed basket for Cherokee. They've cut it to 9, and they'll come with some pressure here in the full court. 3:50 remaining. Williams across the way to Young, front court right side. Top the key to Williams. Left to a wide open Knott. His 3 off the back iron, no good. Scales, rebound, spin, front court. In the corner, Elkins again. Maybe a pass. Count it, and one. Tanner Trent with his 6-point. He'll try to make it 7 from the stripe. And this free throw carry could cut it to a 2-possession game. The personal will go on Hightower, and that's his 4th.
The Cherokee fans are on their feet.
I tell you what, a lot of red down to our right. With the Chiefs of Cherokee, first ever state tournament trip. Free throw from Trent, it's good. And Tanner Trent has 7. 38-32, the closest the Cherokee has been since mid-third quarter. Williams going all the way around, almost lost the ball, hands it to Knott. Baseline jumper, he got it. Chase Knott with his second field goal. Here comes Ryans on the drive. In the paint, shot up, no good. Rebound, Ryans takes it up strong. Count it, he'll be back at the line. But Cherokee playing with a little fire right now with 3:07 remaining. Within 6 once again.
The Chiefs are on a rampage.
They are. Definitely is a white knuckler time right now. And who fouled out? Hightower, the team's leading scorer tonight.
Oh, boy.
With 14 in the game, he fouls out here with 3:07 left in the contest. A chance to cut it to 5 for Ty Ryan. 73% free throw shooter on the year, and he missed it. Rebound to Holmes, and now Williams fouled him back corner. If that's on Scales, he's done. And it is. That's his 5th. So the team's leading scorer on the year for Cherokee has fouled out with 5 points. Tough break there for Cherokee. And Coach Parrott will send Lawson back into the game. Tough way to go for the senior guard, James Scales. Averaging 15 a game, but not today. He'll foul out with 5 points. 1 of 7 shooting as well. 2 shots here for Williams, the double bonus. Free throw, no good. Can you imagine what the score would be if Clarksville would just hit free throws?
Yeah, there's 6 of 20.
Wow. A whopping 35% free throw good there for Williams. He's 1 of 2. And he has 6 on the night. Williams came in averaging 16.5 a game. 7-point contest. A 3 from Ryans. Top of the key. Back iron, no good. Long rebound. Knott comes up with it. Clarksville back the other way. Nice threading of the needle. The layup is missed by Holmes. Ball knocked away from, and a foul called. Young came back up with it. Lawson can hang on to it, and Young will be at the line. And it's been that kind of day for Cherokee.
It has. In the meantime, now you've got Clarksville going back to the line. 7 of 21 on the day, 33%.
Drake Young, 2 of 5. Lawson had just picked up his 4th foul. Free throw missed. I would find a gym between now and Friday if I were these teams, especially the one who wins it. The other team doesn't care, but I would be working on some free throw shooting.
They don't want to hear from you.
Yeah. The team don't want to hear that. Young has 1 of 2. He's got 11. And an 8-point game. And Holmes being told to come off the floor, something they found on his jersey or maybe his arm. And Coach Young will have to get him out of the game, and they'll attend to him. Now they use a towel to wipe it, and he says, look, I'm okay. And Coach Young says, take a timeout. All right. 2:40 remaining, 42-34. Clarksville with the lead. We're back in a minute on the TSSAA network.
St. Thomas.
All right, Cherokee with the ball. Ryan's on the drive, takes it strong to the rack and missed the layup. Blew the bunny in the rebound to Knott. He lost it. Ryan gets it back underneath. Layup good by Haygood.
It's tightening up, Russell, no doubt about it.
42-36. Coach Parrott imploring his team to come up and pick up some pressure here. Inside the drive, basket good, and Majors will be at the line for the three-point play. And Tevin with a $6 million move. Majors with his first 2. Who fouled?
That would be Haygood.
And that's Haygood's 4th foul.
No, that's not right.
Well, who cares?
Lawson.
Well, 45-36. A 3 and a foul on the 3 by Knott as he fouled Lawson. That's the last thing you wanted if you're Coach Ted Young. 2 minutes exactly left in the game and a 9-point advantage for Clarksville.
Cherokee is 6 of 8 from the line, 75%.
Lawson, 9 of 17 from the line on the year. Hadn't been there much. And he drops it home. Cuts it to 8. Second free throw. Knocks it home. He'll have one more. Finally, you're seeing some consistent free throw shooting here. Lawson a chance to cut it back to 2 possessions. Free throw, got it. 45-39. Coach Parrott takes a full timeout. 2 minutes remaining. Who's moving on to Friday? We're back after a 1-minute network break on the TSSAA network. Clarksville inbounds, and they'll run some clock here, up 6. Cherokee continue on letting them run clock. As Williams spins all the way back to the outside, guarded by Haygood now. 45-39 lead, and a foul block call there on Lawson, and he's done. That's his 5th. So Lawson, who just made 3 free throws, fouls out with 7 points, Carey, all coming in the second half of play.
And the foul in question earlier actually was committed by Elkins for Cherokee, and
that was his 4th.
He also has 4 fouls.
Wow. It was already 2 to foul out, as Lawson will join Scales on the bench for Cherokee. Looney back into the game for Cherokee.
He has given some considerable minutes for Cherokee.
Oh, he's
off the bench.
Make contributions in the point department as well. Williams at the line, 2 free throws. The first one, he got it. Williams today, all of his free throws have come in the final quarter, 3 of 5. Another free throw for Dejuan Williams, a 6'1" senior, averaging 16.5 a game. Lets it ride, it's good. He's made 3 in a row now and has 8 total. 8-point lead for Clarksville. 90 seconds remaining. Trent, backdoor cut to Ryan, layup good. And another timeout for Coach Parrott, a 1-minute timeout, 47-41, 1:28 remaining. We're back in 1 minute on the TSSAA network. Clarksville inbound. He can run along the baseline, and Holmes, I believe they're going to foul, though, on Cherokee's Ryan, and Knott will be at the line. Let's see how many Ty Ryans has. I think he now has 4.
Who will be at the line, Ryan or Knott?
Knott should be. Chase Knott, a senior. First free throw attempt of the day. He'll have 2 of them. 1:27 remaining. As you see a look on our video feed of Ted Young, the head man at Clarksville. They were here last year, and they want to make some more noise up here as a free throw is missed by Young. This is where the double bonus comes into play.
11 of 27 for Clarksville from the charity stripe.
Lighting it up. Missed them both. Rebound to Looney, and Cherokee still with a shot. Down 6. Ryans on the dribble drive. Takes the shot over Holmes off the back iron. No good. Looney trying to keep it alive, and Elkins picks it up. Here's Ryans again. Nice dish to Looney. Fouled going up with 1:10 remaining.
That's going to be 4 on Young. Now, Cherokee, 9 of 11 at the stripe today, 82%.
That's kept a minute for the moment. Down 6, and Looney at the line. Free throw, Looney is good. Forrest came in at 69% from the stripe, as you see the Cherokee student section. And Looney with 5. Yeah. Second free throw off the iron. Going to have a lane violation, perhaps. We'll see. And
that is the
lane violation against Cherokee, though. So had he made that, which he didn't, they would have wiped it off. 5-point game, 1:10 remaining. Holmes to inbound. Going to get a hold here on Cherokee. And that'll go against Tanner Trent. I have him with 3. 2 shots at the other end. So head coach Jeremy Parrott will try to extend this game as much as he can. So that 6:45 start we were scheduled to have for our final game probably will not take place at 6:45. 2 shots for Williams. First free throw. He got it. Williams on the day now, 5 of 7 from the line. And he's made his last 4 in a row. Williams looking for his 10th point. Free throw, rattles and misses. Rebound though, Majors. Threw up a Hail Mary shot and then a foul called not on the rebound for Clarksville. If you're Majors, you got to think about if it's not there, take it back and run clock. Wow. What a turn of events here. It's still a 2-possession game, Kerry, with 66 seconds remaining, and Looney back at the line, and this will be, I believe, still a 1-1, the 9th team foul in Clarksville.
We'll have a free throw shooting contest going down the stretch.
10 of 12 in the game for Cherokee. Looney, can he knock home the front end? Oh, he got it. Now you get Tyler Ringley in to foul. He'll take the place of a guy with 4 fouls over there. Play a little offense-defense, if you will, the remainder of the way. Looney's second free throw. He's cut it to 4. It's good. 48-44. And the inbound comes in, and Williams almost lost the ball there on the inbound. But look at Williams go. Has numbers the other way. Layup for not as good. 1 minute remaining, and a big bucket for Clarksville now puts them up 6. There's a quick release from Trent. 3, no good. Rebound to Holmes, and then you got a tie-up after the pass. It's going to be a foul called on Ringley, who did his job, even though it came way after the pass. He picks up the foul. And he did what his coach asked him. He stopped the clock with 45 seconds remaining. Holmes will be at the line. You see our quick shot there of head coach Ted Young. Shows the same expression the entire game. Free throw missed by Holmes.
12 of 31.
What's the percentage here? It's got to be
under 40.
40% from the line.
Woo.
And Holmes misses them both. Looney with a rebound and still with a chance. Cherokee down 6. A long 3 from Ryan. Got it. Timeout, Coach Parrott. As Ty Ryan from, I would say, Kerry, all of 25, 27 feet perhaps.
Close to 30.
Bottom that one out. And it's a 1-possession game with 34 seconds remaining. And I believe Coach Parrott, that was his last timeout. 50-47. Let's take a 30-second break for our local stations across the way. 30 seconds on the TSSAA network. Kai Ryans knocked home his second tray of the night, his 14th point. And even though Cherokee have two players who have fouled out, they're still in this one, Kerry, down 50-47. As Clarksville, with the lead of 3, will inbound. 34 seconds remaining, and it should be noted Cherokee now out of timeouts. Holmes will throw it in, being told he can run along the baseline. Quickly gets it into Williams. Williams, guarded by Haygood. Front court, splits two defenders. They're going to take two more up. Missed the layup. Holmes, he'll try it again, and it's foul. With 24 seconds remaining, and Holmes, who is not a good free throw shooter, 1 of 7 from the line today, will be back there for 2 shots.
Oh, boy. Whew. 24 seconds remaining in regulation. And Holmes could put the icing on the cake and light the candle.
Free throw good. And Holmes has dropped his 6th point. Elkins back in. Another 3-point shooter out there. And Holmes makes both free throws. 5-point game, 24 seconds remain. Here come the Chiefs of Cherokee, down 52-47. The drive, layup missed by Trent. Rebound, Clarksville. And that may have sealed the deal as Williams is trapped. And he and his head coach both get the timeout with 10 seconds remaining. 52-47. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break on the TSSAA network. Side court inbound for Clarksville. The Wildcats looking to hold on here, up 5 with 10 seconds remaining. The inbound comes to Williams, and he'll just run out the clock. Down to 8, trying to foul him. He gets the pass over to Young. Right side to Knott. Knott's foul with 2.2 seconds remaining, and Clarksville will breathe a little sigh of relief, Kerry. They'll pick up their 26th win, and they'll move on to the semifinals on Friday, as they'll play at 1:30 in the first AAA semifinal against the winner of our next game, which has Memphis Central against Ooltewah. Chase Knott, who just missed 2 free throws a moment ago at the line. Free throw good. And this will just kind of add to the total margin of victory here for Clarksville, up 6 at the moment. And Knott's second free throw is no good. Looney with a rebound. There's a half-court shot that falls short. And the Wildcats of Clarksville win it as they take down Cherokee 53-47, our final in our first quarterfinal game in Class 3A. The Clarksville High School Wildcats win it, a final of 53-47. We'll come back with our post-game stats after a 2-minute network break on the TSSAA network.
Because you can see for...
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.